My friend bought a used Honda Civic from a dealership last year. Looked perfect. One owner, clean Carfax, great price. The salesman said it was the best deal on the lot. 3 months later, her check engine light came on. Then the transmission started slipping. Then she noticed rust bubbling up under the fresh paint. She took it to a mechanic. He looked at the frame and said, "This car was in a flood. See this water line? Everything below here has been sitting in water. Your transmission is full of mud. This is a total loss." She'd paid $14,000 for a flood-damaged car that was worth maybe $3,000. The dealership knew. They hid it. And by the time she found out, her return window was long closed. Today, I'm showing you the 7 hidden problems that dealers and private sellers deliberately conceal when selling used cars, how to spot them before you buy, and exactly what to say to protect yourself from losing thousands. This is True Cost Auto. Let's make sure you don't buy someone else's expensive problems. Here's the business reality. Dealers make most of their profit on used cars, not new ones. A new car has a set price. Everyone knows what it costs. The markup is thin, maybe $1,000 to $2,000. But a used car? They can buy a problem car at auction for $5,000, spend $800 making it look good, and sell it to you for $15,000. That's a $9,000 profit. And the cheaper they buy it, the more they make. So they're hunting for damaged cars, flooded cars, high-mileage cars with rolled-back odometers, anything they can get cheap and make look presentable. Your job is to see through the polish and find the problems they're hiding. Think of it like adopting a pet from someone who swears he's great with kids, but conveniently forgets to mention he's bitten 3 people. By the time you find out, you're already attached and it's too late. The first and most dangerous hidden problem is structural damage from previous accidents. A car can look perfect on the outside but have a bent frame underneath. This affects how the car drives, how safe it is in another accident, and how long it lasts, how dealers hide it. They repair the visible damage, new bumper, fresh paint, maybe new headlights. But they don't fix the frame because that's expensive. They just make it look good enough to pass a casual inspection. How to check. 1. Look at panel gaps. Walk around the car and look at the spaces between body panels. Doors, hood, trunk, fenders. Are they even on both sides? If the gap is wider on one side, that panel has been replaced or the frame is bent. 2. Check for overspray. Open the hood, trunk, and doors. Look at the edges, hinges, and weather stripping. Do you see paint where it shouldn't be? That means someone did body work and didn't mask properly. 3. Look underneath with a flashlight. Get on the ground or use your phone's flashlight. Look at the frame rails, the metal beams running under the car. Are they straight and uniform, or do you see crinkles, welds, or bent sections? Any of that means frame damage. 4. Get a pre-purchase inspection. Pay a mechanic $100 to $150 to put it on a lift and really look. Worth every penny, what it costs you if you miss it. Frame damage reduces resale value by 30 to 50%. A $15,000 car with frame damage is worth $7,000 to $9,000. You just lost $6,000 to $8,000 the moment you signed. Flood-damaged cars are everywhere right now. Hurricanes, floods, storms. Insurance totals them. Dealers buy them at auction for pennies, clean them up, and sell them to unsuspecting buyers. How dealers hide it. They dry it out, shampoo the carpets, spray air freshener, replace the obviously damaged parts, and hope you don't dig deeper. How to check. 1. Smell test. Get in the car, close the doors, take a deep breath. Smell musty, smell mildew. That's water damage. No amount of air freshener completely covers it. 2. Check under the carpet. Pull up the floor mats. Pull back the carpet edges if you can. Is the carpet damp? Are there water stains, mud, or silt residue? 3. Look for water lines. Check inside the doors, under the hood, in the trunk. Do you see a horizontal line of dirt or discoloration? That's where the water level was. 4. Check the electronics. Test every button. Windows, locks, radio, climate control, seat adjusters, everything. Flood-damaged cars have electrical gremlins that come and go randomly. 5. Check for rust in weird places. Look at screws under the dashboard, seat tracks, spare tire well. Fresh rust in places that shouldn't get wet equals flood damage. What it costs you: flood damage destroys electronics gradually. You'll spend thousands over the next few years replacing modules, sensors, and wiring that corrodes from the inside. Then the car becomes worthless, because no one wants a known flood car. This is where dealers really scam people. The title tells you the car's legal history, and there are several types you need to avoid. Clean title, good, this is what you want. Salvage title, bad, insurance declared it a total loss. Usually means damage exceeded 70 to 75% of the car's value. Rebuilt title, still bad. A salvage car that was repaired and passed inspection. But passed inspection doesn't mean much in some states. Lemon law buyback, terrible. The car had unfixable problems. The manufacturer bought it back from the original owner. Now it's being resold. How dealers hide it. They don't show you the title until you're signing paperwork. They rush you through. They say, it's just paperwork, don't worry about it. Or worse, they title wash. Transfer the car through states with lax rules to make a salvage title disappear. How to protect yourself. 1. Run a vehicle history report before you see the car. Use Carfax or AutoCheck. Costs $40. Worth it. 2. When you see the car, ask to see the title immediately. If they say, we'll show you later, or we don't have it yet, walk away. 3. Check the VIN in multiple places. Compare the VIN on the dashboard to the VIN on the door jamb, to the VIN on the title. If they don't match, it's a scam. What it costs you: salvage and rebuilt titles reduce value by 40 to 60%. Good luck getting insurance. Many companies won't cover them. Good luck getting a loan. Many banks won't finance them. And good luck selling it. No one wants it. Rolling back odometers is illegal, but still happens constantly. A car with 200,000 miles gets adjusted to 80,000, and suddenly it's worth $10,000 more. How to check. 1. Compare the odometer to the vehicle history report. Does the Carfax show maintenance at 90,000 miles, but the odometer reads 60,000? That's fraud. 2. Look at wear and tear. Does the car have 80,000 miles, but the driver's seat is worn through? The pedals are smooth from use. The steering wheel is shiny. Physical wear tells the truth. 3. Check service stickers. Look for oil change stickers on the door jamb or under the hood. What mileage do they show? 4. Request maintenance records. Ask the seller for service history. If they say, I don't have any, that's suspicious for a car with low miles. What to say? I'd like to run a Carfax before we go any further, and I'll need to see all maintenance records and have my mechanic verify the mileage is consistent with the wear. If they refuse, walk away. Tons. Smart sellers know which problems are about to happen and sell the car right before they do. The most common, timing belt. If it's due soon, every 60 to 100,000 miles depending on car, they sell it rather than pay $600 to $1,000 to replace it. If it breaks, it destroys your engine. That's $3,000 to $8,000. Transmission issues. If it's starting to slip or shift rough, they sell it before it fails completely. Transmission replacement, $3,000 to $6,000. Head gasket. If they see oil in the coolant or coolant in the oil, they know the head gasket is failing. They sell before it gets worse. Repair, $1,000 to $3,000. How to check. 1. Test drive aggressively. Don't just drive around the block. Get on the highway, accelerate hard, brake hard, feel how it shifts, listen for noises. 2. Check all fluids before you start. Oil should be amber, not black or milky. Coolant should be bright, not rusty. Transmission fluid should be red, not brown or smell burnt. 3. Look for leaks. Get under the car with a flashlight. Any wet spots, oil drips, transmission fluid, red drips, those are expensive problems. 4. Cold start test. Ask to see the car before they warm it up. Many problems only show up on cold starts. What to say? I'd like to have my mechanic do a pre-purchase inspection, including a compression test and transmission scan. Should I schedule that? Or is there anything you want to tell me first? Watch their reaction. Honest sellers say, absolutely, go ahead. Dishonest sellers suddenly remember problems they forgot to mention. The car might run fine today, but if the previous owner skipped maintenance, you're about to pay for it. Common deferred maintenance: brake job, $400 to $800, tire replacement, $400 to $1,000, suspension work, $300 to $1,000, cooling system service, $200 to $500, spark plugs and ignition, $200 to $600. How to check? Look at the maintenance schedule in the owner's manual. Compare it to the vehicle history report. Has routine maintenance been done? If not, you'll be paying for it soon. What to say? Based on the maintenance schedule, this car needs list items. I'm willing to pay current asking price minus cost of upcoming maintenance. Or you can handle the maintenance and we'll talk at full price. You negotiate a fair price, then at signing, the dealer adds $3,000 in fees you didn't agree to: common hidden fees, documentation fee, $300 to $800, negotiable, market adjustment, $500 to $3,000, BS fee, refuse it, pre-delivery inspection, $200 to $500, already included in price, paint protection, fabric protection, $400 to $1,000, overpriced, refuse it, extended warranty, $1,000 to $4,000, negotiate or refuse. What to say? Before we talk price, what's your out-the-door price, including all fees except taxes and registration? I need that number in writing. If they won't give it, walk out. They're planning to hit you with hidden fees later. The true cost breakdown: if you buy a car with hidden problems, frame damage discovered later, minus $6,000 in value flood damage repairs over 2 years, $4,000 salvage title reducing value, $8,000 odometer fraud, you paid for low miles, got high miles, $5,000 timing belt breaks, engine destroyed, $6,000 deferred maintenance you inherit, $2,000 hidden dealer fees, $2,000 total potential loss, $33,000 on a $15,000 car, versus pre-purchase inspection, $150 vehicle history report, $40 walking away from bad deals, $0 finding honest seller, priceless. You're either spending $190 on due diligence or risking $33,000 on hidden problems. Buying a used car doesn't have to be a gamble. The problems are predictable. The hiding tactics are predictable. And the ways to spot them are simple if you know what to look for. The 7 problems I just showed you account for 90% of used car scams. Check for these, and you'll avoid the disasters that trap most buyers. In the description below, I've linked to a free downloadable checklist you can print and bring with you to every used car inspection. I've also linked to recommended pre-purchase inspection services and vehicle history report sites. If this saved you from buying a lemon, subscribe. This is True Cost Auto, where we show you how to avoid expensive mistakes and keep your money in your pocket, not theirs. New videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Your next car doesn't have to be your worst financial decision. See you in the next one.